It was busy earlier today. It's a little quiet at the moment.
Yeah, this morning, yeah, I was playing and I was just quiet. There was a lot of people playing. That was so amazing.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I know why. Because it's Taco Tuesday. Everybody's eating tacos and chilling.
Yeah.
No time for World of Rogues.
Hello.
Hello,
Hey, how's it going?
Why is it just the two of us? What's going on?
three of us.
Three of us.
Well, that's what I meant. I didn't count myself for some weird reason.
Wow, that is amazing. Although, okay.
I looked and saw the two of you, and I just forgot I existed. I guess is what happened. That's okay. Did you guys do your fishing competition on the weekend?
No, I was away, so I
You were
didn't
away,
couldn't
so you didn't
play.
win.
No.
So let me guess. So the one time where all the big players were not playing is the one time I couldn't go, and I should have been there. I would have won.
Yes, I
I
think you would have
guess
had a chance.
Spurs
Yeah.
was not.
I
Yeah.
had a chance and I just missed it. That's okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna see if I
But be
can.
ready for tomorrow tournament. I will be there.
Yes, I have where was I have well. See, I was gonna open my mouth now. I don't know if I'm gonna jinx myself by saying something, but I think I have figured out the cadence of the space bar. I think.
Oh.
Because I was second last time for a really long time, and then I got slightly distracted, and then I couldn't catch up. And all it takes is you messing up one time, and you're done. So
This is true.
is there a way? Is there like a counter to say to see how many people are actually online with this, or is it just no? Because there's other people on. I see others' boxes. Okay, just not hanging out with us. That's all right.
Yes, like earlier today, it was quiet. There was only like 4 people in. Then suddenly, it was the busiest I'd ever seen it.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yes, people are gathering here all over from the world.
It's awesome. It's really awesome.
Yeah.
Plato, are you part of the team too, right? Because you're a founder, right? So that like you're the team, right?
Yes, yes, I am. Me and Anna are the team. Yeah.
Okay. Because I had a question for you. At any point, so you've done all this development and you have this game. I'm assuming that it is a privately devved game, so it's like in-house being developed, right?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever considered, once you've worked out all the kinks or whatever, selling the ability, not the game, not the actual coding and stuff, but the ability to have people, other communities customize a game like this game, but with their own NFTs, or to include their own characters in your game?
Yes, we've actually just pitched that to Flunks.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. I
Yeah.
asked it for a reason, you know.
Okay.
Right now, Camp Kilmer is in talks with a Polkadot chain that does. I don't know if they do game development, but they have the technology to do basically what you guys are doing. But I was like, part of me is I'll see what they say. But part of me is like, Anna was part of the Discord with Zolt, and that's how I got here. And Zolt is part of Camp Kilmer, and I feel kind of like if we can maybe do something together, that might be better than me going to a different people that the only attachment is that I happen to know them.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? So maybe in the future, something cool.
Yes. We're definitely up for talking, because I think there's a lot of projects out there that would like the extra utility of a game, right?
Yes. Well, and that's the thing is, one of the community that I'm talking to, they don't have their own game per se, but they have the tech behind it to like do the thing. But you guys have already figured it out, which is like not only you figured it out, but you have figured it out how to have the game, have the NFTs, have the dynamic NFTs where your NFT can own another NFT, which is the tools and stuff like that, which is in itself a collectible if you think about it, right? Because you're collecting different tools to upgrade outfits and things like that. And with Val Kilmer, I'm like, I'm not a game dev. Clearly, I'm a gamer, but I'm like, with Val Kilmer, we already have built in all these weird traits. Like he was Batman, he was, Iceman in Top Gun, he was Doc Holliday in Tombstone. So like I was pitching the idea of Camp Kilmer coming up with its own mascot sort of thing, and then doing that where that mascot could get like a bat cowl or something and go off. But I love your game. I was like, that'd be really cool if there was a way to like either integrate them or, have our mascot join these foxes as they rebuild a world. I don't know, but I thought it would be kind of cool.
Yes, I think there's various directions we can go with certain collections. Some collections I think may fit into the sort of universe we've created, and then some may just be too different, right? And wouldn't.
Well, so that's what we'd have to talk about, because that collection doesn't work, or it doesn't exist yet. It's one of the things where we're coming up with something to empower our artists, and they want to make a buffalo, like a little fat buffalo guy who walks around, because the spirit of Camp Kilmer is this turn into the storm and keep soldiering on kind of thing. But it would be one of those things where if it was something we were going to do a collaboration or something, we would have to like go, okay, well, what would work here between your existing and then something that we could come up with. It doesn't exist yet, because I'm like, I'm not going to spend all this time building something if I don't have the end goal in mind.
Yeah, I mean, I think what we've pitched to the Flunks is that we can do something completely separate but using the same tech. So essentially they would have their own area and that use their own tile set, be their own universe, but it would have the functionality that we've got, right? They can go around and gather stuff and emote and chat and all that sort of stuff that you can do in this game. So that was what we're pitching. Who knows whether they'll go for it, but
okay, so we won't talk right now because everybody's in here, but we should talk because I'm trying to do something, and I'm like, I need smarter people, and you guys seem like smarter people. Hi.
Hi.
Hiya.
I was gonna say, I leave the chat for a second, and you spill all the business secrets.
Well, no. What I was saying is, what I did is I was actually spilling my business plans with Play-Doh about that I'm trying to figure out a way to do a game of some sort collaboration with Camp Kilmer, because literally Val Kilmer's a character. Like, he's got so many characters, and it's not something that they ever thought about before. But I'm a gamer, and I've been playing your game, and I love your game. And I'm like, this would be so, if we could like figure out like either to make our own character, our own game, or like have, you know, something where you know, maybe we have some kind of collaboration and foxes get a bat cowl or something. I don't know. Like just something, I don't know, but we'll figure it out, because I'm like, oh, I think this is I'm in other communities, and I've been in the back end of gaming communities for a while, like I told you guys, and you guys on your own have outpaced multi-billion-dollar projects. I just don't know if you guys know that, though. Like, you're already gangbusters ahead of people who have been at this for 2 years and have all the funds in the world, and you guys have already, they talk about what they're talking about building, which you've already done. So it's amazing.
Wow, thank you for this. Is very encouraging. Yeah, I think we're, yeah, we haven't probably, we don't always realize, right? Because we're too close to it, but also, yeah, I can totally believe that's the case. Yeah, the industry is a bit crazy, and yeah, sadly, yeah, people talk, not everyone can build, right? I'm sorry,
Right.
but that's the
That's true. Yeah. And what do you call it? Too many cooks in the kitchen sort of thing too. Which I think is what really happens in a lot of things. Like a lot of people are doing a lot of different things, and they're not. There's no synergy. So things that shouldn't take long take forever. And you guys have a really close team. You work really well together. I don't know the dynamics of the team, but I know that you guys are very close at the very least, and so you guys work well together, and you guys have made something really awesome. This is awesome. I don't even know, like, it blows my mind every time I come on here, and I'm like, oh, we're unlocking a workbench, we're building a well together, but like, this is, yeah, you know, this is very well thought out, and the fact, you know, even down to the art, and the fact that when I hit a tree, the tree wiggles, like, you know, it's just little things like that. It's really good.
The game is gorgeous.
Yeah, very beautiful. I have a lot of people who are making Unity games. They're basically Unity games, and it's the same game with just different skins all the time. So, you know, like go shoot this person, or jump through a dungeon and collect coins, and they're pretty much all the same. And then this is absolutely out of this world. Completely different. It's like if people wanted to, like, I bring up World of Warcraft all the time because it reminds me of Warcraft, sort of, except without the dungeons. Is that people are trying to obtain that addictive quality of a game and just don't know how to do it. And you guys have done this. Like, if my trees would not take another 22 hours to spawn, that's all I would be doing is fishing and crafting and. It's good. It's good. And you guys are still have quests left to do. Like, you guys are still building, which is crazy. So, anyways, I'll stop gushing on you now. But that's what I wanted to share. That's what happened. That's what you walked into, Anna.
I'm clipping this for the testimonial video.
That's fine.
Go.
Thanks, and it's great to have also another woman in here. You know, that's also appreciated.
I thought you had another. I thought you, when you started, it was you and another female who started. I swore there was a woman involved.
Yeah, no. So there is Simone, who is the new artist. So yeah, the original co-founder, Sylvia, essentially moved away from Web3.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we've always had women as well, but just in terms of community, we do have a few. Yeah, we have Vic, but it's just not as many. And yeah, it's difficult to work on something like this when you have hundreds of other things to work on. I'd love, of course, to have more distribution like that, but you know, it is what it is, right? How it happens. Everyone's silent.
Oh no, I got. Speaking of games, so one of the other projects I work with is connected to the Lions Club International, and they have like a storytelling game. It's not like a game like you log in. It's just like a story, pick your own narrative game, sort of like that. And they just unlocked this thing that I've been waiting for, which is an oracle. And the guy's like, "Are you gonna be a martyr or start a new religion?" Like, I don't like either one of those options. You know. So it'd be or be a prophet. Okay. I always think prophets tell the future, don't they? Isn't that what prophets do? Tell the future?
Yes, I think so.
I feel like that. I feel like in a game where you're picking your narrative, that's a bad choice. So I don't know what's gonna happen in the future. People will be like, "You lied to us, and our city is burning." No, that doesn't sound good. Look at this. So where's the well, anyways? Where is the well? I see the joke scrolls. This is something. Where is the well here? Where are we building this well? In the middle of town, right?
In the middle of town, yeah.
Yeah, in the
Right?
The
middle.
square, this like square, roundy square thing by the. What is that? What is this? I know this is something from England. I feel, or Europe. This red thing.
It
Nice.
is going.
It's French. Okay. Okay.
Right?
It's close.
Yeah.
It's over there.
I think that maybe you're right that Morgan maybe knows about the red color, but think France in the 40s. It's was it Gazette? Or like Gazette is a newspaper, I think, in French. But this is where you put the announcements for like the theater at the beginning of 20th century.
Okay. That's really cool. Really cool.
I've seen those in many English movies. I mean,
Yeah, that's what I felt. I felt like I'd seen it in a movie or something, and maybe it was was it fun? Not fun. Maybe is it Funny Face with Audrey Hepburn, where she goes to France and goes to the poetry lounge.
I can't wait for this to be interactive, actually, Morgan. That's a note for you. We should add it to the development roadmap because it would be nice to click it and get the clippings, right? The latest news.
Oh yeah, like your tweets and stuff, announcements and things.
yeah,
That'd be neat.
news, events, and all juicy stuff.
Yes, we had this idea that we do a newspaper,
Okay.
and that
think
it's
that's
actually
cool.
an NFT that we generate like once a week, and it just summarizes everything that's happened in Vaultguard for that week. Which I think is a cool idea, but we just
It is. That's
haven't got around to doing it.
So if we have a town, we're gonna have a jail. I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, I think that's going to be pretty fun, actually. Don't know what
So-
you get thrown in jail for. Maybe for not having any trousers on.
Well, I was saying is like if you collect enough of something that's like really rare, right? And there's a fishing tournament, we can put Spur or Aelid in jail for the tournament so they can't participate, so the rest of us have a chance.
Oh.
I could just imagine seeing like Spurs kind of sorry face looking out between the bars, looking
It's like,
miserable.
What'd I do? It's like, you're too good. You're too good. You gotta be in jail. You're too good. No, but that's kind of funny. Like little bounties or something of a. I wonder. See, no, I'm not gonna ask. I'll wait. But I'm curious now. Because we're building. There's talking. We're pretty sure the mayor's kind of not the greatest guy, but what is the natural enemy of foxes in a place like this? Like rabbit? Are there evil rabbits? Like, like what?
Evil rabbit.
Well, clearly you haven't seen our Heroes of the Flow account.
No? What are you talking about? What? Is there another account? Okay, hang
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Oh, you're gonna love that, yeah.
You
Uh-oh.
gotta follow at Heroes of the Flow.
Because there's
Heroes
one.
of the Flow.
Yeah. You'll see one of our characters there. You've kind of just predicted it.
Yeah, I mean, we should probably bring those characters like bosses. Actually, that would be cool.
Oh yeah, that was the idea, right?
Like bigger version,
Oh,
bigger.
Okay, all right, I found it. I went to your official links because me typing it didn't work. Okay. All right.
So scroll it there. You see it. One of the posts. Bramble bun.
Oh my goodness.
Invented
Oh,
by
that's
Simone's
turtle.
kid. Apparently.
You know what? Fun fact. It's all coincidental how I scheduled these posts. I didn't think the turtle and the air, right? I didn't think. Then I clocked. Wait a minute.
The turtle and the hare story, yeah, exactly.
This is so good, guys. I need to get. I'm gonna. You're on Polygon, right? That's what you guys normally use, Polygon, right? That's Matic. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show your. Like, this is just, I don't know. It's telling of what you're capable of, especially when I can actually compare it to apples and apples of other projects are trying to do the same thing, and it's just incredibly well done.
No, thank you. That's appreciated.
I'm gonna show them this. Listen, what's your problem? Look at these people. Look at these people already doing this. Maybe you need to help them out and give them a grant or something.
Definitely.
I think that's one of the issues with this is like people with communities like this, which you're building something really fantastic. It's hard to get yourself out there in a meaningful way, just because there are, I don't want to call them gatekeepers, but there's gatekeepers, and also like that bridge of understanding of what goes into building what you're building. You don't know until you try to do it yourself, and you're like, oh my goodness, this is a lot of work.
I think that is what happened with a lot of NFT projects. They kind of thought that it was easy to put together a team to create a game, and then they tried to do it, and they just wasted a lot of money and failed miserably. Whereas we were the other way around. We're not NFT first. We're game first. You know, me and Anna have a background of development, and so we know how hard it is to make a game. But we figured out this roadmap that could get us, you know, we could release reasonably early in alpha form, something that was probably better than a lot of the stuff out there.
It's substantially better. The dynamic NFT thing in itself is a lot of people claim that it's like new technology that they're developing, and it's like and when you don't have something to compare to, you believe them because it's not something you see. You don't see NFTs that own NFTs, right? It's you know, so the fact that you have figured that part out alone, the technology of how to integrate ownership of NFTs to an NFT is mind-boggling to me, because like I said, I know projects who have access to teams of devs. We're talking like 14, 15 devs, and they're still working on it.
No.
Do you know what I mean? So it's crazy. And you guys started off as a game, so you when we talk about like the SEC and securities and stuff, this is a play to craft. It's not play to earn, and so but even in that vein, that doesn't run into the securities thing. And owning any of the NFTs is not ownership of any or promise of any return on investment, right? It's just come and play.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
We-
perfect.
We've not called ourselves play to earn.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe in the very early days, maybe we did, but we haven't for a year or so. I don't think.
Well, that's good. It's one of those things when you're a pioneer of a new space, right? You learn slowly. Everybody learns, and then you adapt to the information you gather along the way. That's good. So Anna, mini interview, just little one. So you're not the artist. You have another artist who does these artists. How did you come up with this art, like this art and this game style? Which one came first, like the Fox idea, or like and the art, or was it game and then Fox?
Yeah, well, it's true that the foxes were the first ones, but that's a bit of question from Morgan as well, because I suppose the vision, even from the start, we were inspired by, say, Don't Starve and this style. So it kind of always blended into one. And yeah, the original artist for the foxes, Sylvia, right? She's a 2D artist.
Okay.
But we don't really like that 2D style. We never thought of, doing it any other way. So
Yeah.
I suppose, yeah, it kind of blended into one. But I think in terms of the game style, obviously, we were lucky to then find Simone. I know that's confusing that they're all like with S, but Simone is also 2D artist. We specifically found her, and we were so obviously she really adapted to the style that we already have. And like you see with Heroes of the Flow, that's entirely her. You can see a little bit of a tweak in style, right? So the Heroes of the Flow is purposefully in the same universe, but
Yeah.
a little bit different, a little bit less simplified, more painterly. And again, that's a decision just to kind of break it out a little bit. But also there is the thing about the camera. For example, that's a key, essentially the tile set and the camera angle. So we looked like Don't Starve is slightly different. People don't know the difference, but it's not frontal, but it's like 3/4. I don't know how you call it, Morgan, but yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I am so when I am trying to understand someone's tech or someone's game or someone's project, what I do is I will actually go and try to do it myself to see how hard it is. Right? Like what did you have to go through to do this? And so like when people are 3D artists, I went and fiddled with Blender to figure out like how difficult was this for you to obtain what you're looking at. And so with gaming, I've played games, never made a game, and I actually went on Fiverr of all places to be like, okay, I'd like to make a game that has A, B, and C in it. And the guy was like, well, that's a lot, but I'll see what I can do. And it is impossible. Like it's not impossible. Obviously, it's not impossible. You guys have made it, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of tweaking, especially if you don't have control or if somebody else is making it. Making sure all the assets like look good, go together. It's not too busy. That someone can just jump in the game and figure out how to play it. Like I didn't have any instructions when I came into this game, that I had to walk up and go into this other instance to find the place to harvest and how to switch my tools and stuff. But it was intuitive. It was the way that you guys made the game. It's intuitive. I know to switch to my different tools for different things. I know to use my space bar. Like you didn't. I don't know. It's very, very intuitively made, and that in itself is hard to do. So I don't know. I'm just. You guys are. This is crazy. That's all I'm gonna say right now. It's just crazy. I'm gonna shut up. I'm talking a lot. Why are you letting me do this?
Talk your way. Absolutely no problem. But it's Morgan, really. Just the short thing is Morgan is genius, right? If you have to explain it in 2 words, Morgan genius.
There you go.
But essentially, yeah, it's everyone probably. Yeah, let's say.
Oh, okay. Another question. Are you guys going to put your game once it's all, out of alpha? Are you planning on putting it on a platform like Steam or Epic Games or anything like that?
We're aiming for mobile first.
Okay.
Because we know that kind of opens up a whole new audience for us. And it also forces us to make it even easier to use and really crack the UI. We're going to do a UI and UX revamp soon. Anna's already designed a whole new UI which looks a lot nicer.
So on mobile, how does that how do your graphics do that? Because a game like this, I don't know if it's graphic intensive because it is 2D. Maybe that helps. But there's a lot of shadow and moving around and things like that, and the trees moving. Like, do you have to keep that in mind when you make it for mobile, the graphic intensity?
Well, luckily, a browser game is probably the worst thing to initially do a game for, because WebGL and running in a browser is just, you have to be very, very optimized. And everything else is easier. So actually porting this over to mobile, as far as optimizations are concerned and how well it will run, is the short answer is it will run better on mobile. It will run super smooth.
So that'll be an app that you download basically to your phone?
Yeah. So we actually talked to someone recently, and they said they had that they had mobile versions, but it wasn't true. It was basically mobile browser versions. So whereas we're talking about a native version, so we will build it from Unity for Android. So a native Android build. Doesn't need to run in a browser or anything like that. It'll be an application that you install from the Google Play Store, and it will run natively. And the same with iOS. It will run natively on iOS, and you'll download it from the Apple App Store.
Okay, very cool.
That's amazing.
Oh, I heard a noise. What was that? What was that?
That's amazing.
Did anybody else hear that noise? There's like a boop boop.
Yeah, I heard.
Okay, so what's what did I do? Okay. What did I do? I went here and I have.
Yeah, I also can't wait for mobile because I think it's gonna be super exciting to have it on mobile.
Yes, absolutely. I'm also very excited.
There'll be no excuse not to play it, right? Because you'll just be.
Oh.
Doesn't matter where you are,
We can play.
No.
Okay, so the crafting bench, you put your stuff in, and then 24 hours later, you have what you put in. Okay, I got that now. So
Yeah.
I swear I had more wood than this. I mean, that's why. Okay. Very good. I'm sorry, guys. I'm helping our mayor. I'm hoping that he'll like me more than the rest of you, and so he'll treat me better.
Yeah.
He definitely plays favorites. Definitely.
Yeah, he looks like a guy. It's like, if you shine my shoes, I'll shine your shoes. That's...
Don't trust the mayor. Don't.
Austin.
Wow, actually, the WoW is 300 already. I think it's really, really good.
Yeah, this in the morning session I thought this quest took way longer than previous ones.
Time flies.
Oh, I see. Someone's taking pictures with their phone.
Oh,
That's what
it's
we're
me,
hearing.
guys. Yeah, I'm taking screenshots.
It's like, what did I do? What's that noise? I'm like, the game doesn't have sound. We've discussed this already. We're not there yet. I'm like, why is it making noise? Uh-oh, I just closed my browser. Yeah.
Why I have not 3 stones? There. Shambhala. Morgan,
Yeah.
about the cooldowns on the materials on trees and stones.
Mm.
Wouldn't it be better if there was only 1 hour cooldown, because you only can play for 45 minutes and you can't play anymore. Now this you have now I have two separate group of Foxy. One play morning session and the other play evening session, but they can't cross play each other because they cool down on both of them.
Yeah, it's kind of done that so that we could pace out season one. I'm not saying that it won't change in the future. In fact, it probably will. But if things happen too quickly, then it's just a problem of resources, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's going to build everything too quickly. We're not going to have enough for everyone to do.
Okay.
So it's more because of that really than anything else. But certainly as the game moves on and there's more stuff to do, I don't see any reason why these cooldowns can't start sort of coming down in time.
Yeah, right now it's a really good step. Just to, like, that is part of the addictive quality, is that you can only do so much and then you have to come back, right?
Exactly.
If
yeah.
Because one of the things I remember when we opened World of Warcraft, like a private World of Warcraft server, right? And then we made it so like at first that like anybody could go on at any time. What happened is that people would just like gangbusters through everything and then get bored.
Yes.
Because everybody else who was taking their time hadn't caught up to like go and do dungeons with them or go do raids with them or whatever. And so we started locking it to like 2 days a week for like a couple hours, and you know that changed the thing. So having the time limits and making people come in like you're doing is really smart.
Oh, that finished. That took me by surprise.
It was quite really fast.
Yeah.